keeper tune.
You're good.
And welcome back, guys. Today we got a HE351 turbo here that's been slightly modified. We got a 67 9 turbo there, but the one issue that we have is that I can't clock it. It's fixed, and it's not going back on a third jet in Cummins. It's going on the thing that helped me start bootleg diesel, and that lovely item, it's right here. Let me turn on the light, and that is my 1981 square body Chevy. Now I 12 valve swapped this about almost close to 2 years ago now, and if you're wondering why one valve cover is blue and the other 5 are red, well, that's because I blew up this motor once, and the indication of that is every time I blow up the motor, the valve covers are getting painted a different color, and by the time I run out of 6 lives, the motor's junk. So currently we got a 67 on it right now. It is too small for my 5x16 injectors, and my EGTs like to skyrocket on this lovely beast. And today I am going to show you guys how to build a wastegate. I'm sorry, not a wastegate. How to build a spring wastegate for a 6767 HE351 for less than $30. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed those few clips there. My truck, me beating on it and causing the engine to go, because, you know, I kind of drowned her a few times, did a few burnouts, you know, just fun, typical common things. So as you guys can see here, you know, obviously we got the turbo with the stock wastegate on it. I got a very large spring, some ready rod, some 1-inch flat bar, and some hollow tube steel for the spring to go inside. Now, Crazy Carl makes a kit similar to what I'm going to be doing today, but it's $100 US, and I live in Canada, and that's going to end up costing me $160 Canadian, which is too much for what I can build it for 30 bucks. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so the ideal concept here is to take your flat bar right here, it's 3/16, and go right along there, remove this, and then take this and drill out the 3 holes for there, so this can be bolted right directly there, and then take your tubing and then weld the tubing somewhere right about there. We'll measure it up there in the video, and then take either, you can either use this, you can use ready rod, but I wouldn't recommend using the ready rod just because it has the threads there that'll probably get caught against the washers when it slides in and out. And yeah, just drill. You just need a drill press and a welder, and you can do it. So I am going to take this gasket that goes right there and just gasket match it the best I can right on that flat bar. want to end up doing here is you want to also take the gasket again and kind of gasket match, because it gets in the way there of the cold side here right on the lip. So you want to just grind that little portion down there. You don't gotta take off too much there, just alright guys, so we got everything all cut up, mocked up, everything fits perfectly. It's all bolted down, as you guys can see. Those aren't the real bolts I'm going to be using, but anywho, so what I'm going to do now for the spring is I got a pretty hefty spring here. It's 3.5 inches and it compresses down to 2 inches, so it has 1.5 inches of travel, and I ended up cutting the cylinder tube to about 1.25 inches there, so I just have just about sticking out. So when I go to tighten it down, it will be just about there, not much preload, and I can work my way down with 1.5 inches of play. So let's weld this on. So once you weld her up, she should look something here. Let me turn on the light. It should look a little something like this. All nice and clean. Yeah, and hook it up onto the truck and play around with the adjustments on it, and you guys are good to go. Stay tuned for the install video.